I recently stumbled upon a post on one of the many social media platforms where a young woman was passionately berating those of us who crave our pumpkin spice lattes in July or start decorating in August. She insisted we should let summer be summer and autumn be autumn, claiming that the early obsession is driven by influencers pushing tacky, cheap decor. But as I read her words, I couldn't help but think, this girl doesn't understand autumn enthusiasts at all. Yes, it's true. Much of what we see these days is just a parade of people telling us to buy the next cute thing. But for those of us who truly love the season, who try to manifest its arrival earlier each year, it's not about decorations. We don't start talking about autumn in July because we need more throw pillows or trinkets. We do it because, for many of us, autumn is a refuge, a feeling we long to return to. The season is a comfort, something we welcome with open arms, not because of consumer trends, but because it brings a sense of relief. For me, autumn means an escape from the suffocating heat, a chance to breathe again. It brings back memories of childhood, of crisp air and golden leaves, of feeling more alive as the world slows down. To me, autumn isn't just a season, it's a feeling, a rhythm, a return to something familiar and grounding. We don't rush toward it for the sake of decor. We reach for it because it brings us home. And so, as I sit here painting little autumn-inspired motifs, planning an autumn day ahead, I'll continue to welcome fall with open arms, no matter what the calendar says. Because for those of us who truly love it, autumn is more than a season. It's a season that transforms the ordinary into something extraordinary. I love mornings like today. The temperatures are starting to hit the low 90s, and although that may ring summer for some, I can feel the ever slightest chill in the air when a breeze comes through. This tells me that fall is right around the corner. I'm waking up earlier and earlier these days to really take in the entire day. I want to see summer's transition into fall. And since I am waking up earlier and earlier each day, I tend to run out of energy about halfway through the day, especially since I stopped drinking caffeine. So when Magic Mind reached out to me wanting to partner with me a few weeks ago, I just jumped at the chance. Magic Mind is a mental performance shot that helps you think better and faster, all while reducing stress. It also has over 100% of your daily vitamin C and D in every bottle. I really like that the ingredients in Magic Mind are tested and sourced from quality suppliers, which tells me how safe it is to drink. When I first started drinking the shot, I drank it right out of the bottle, which honestly is not too bad. But then I discovered that you can put it in seltzers or teas to make it a bit more refreshing. I even like to add it to my iced decaf coffee every now and again to trick my mind into thinking that I've had a real latte. There are just so many times that I feel so mentally drained from things like the makeovers that I do, and since I'm getting ready to launch my Patreon soon, I'm working on a lot more things like this digital media behind me and these little paintings that I'm doing this morning. But even being mentally drained from those things, I'm still hesitant to make something with caffeine to keep me going throughout the day. So after being offered to try Magic Mind, I was just so thrilled. 7 days in, and it has quickly become a part of my daily ritual. I can clearly say that this drink has become a natural, easy way to keep my mind sharp and my stress down. I find myself with a clearer head, and honestly, I'm even sleeping better since adding this to my daily routine, which is a big deal to me because I value my sleep so much. If you would like to try Magic Mind, you can start increasing your mental performance with a deal by using Shelby's Cottage 20 at checkout. This can save you up to 48% off your first subscription for the next 10 days only. Thank you so much to Magic Mind for partnering with me today. Now let's get back to the video. I think it's just about time to decorate. But before we do, let's turn on a little bit of ambiance, which is the most perfect fall show, Gilmore Girls.
The slot machines were talking to you, Mom? Are you sure it wasn't just you?
Oh, they talk. I can verify that.
So we bought some Billy bookcases from IKEA that we're going to put on this wall. You see that we've already got 2, and we decided that we would go ahead and fill up the entire wall. If you can see this swatch, we are testing paint because we finally got rid of the shelf behind our couch, which was right there. As you can see, we have a piece of plywood as a shelf to hold up our things for now, and it's just kind of in disarray in here, and we took down this shelf as well, so you can see all the swatches over there. But we are waiting for January to actually redo this room, so we're kind of just all disoriented here, but we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to build these bookcases, put them up, and then we're going to decorate for fall. Before we get into the thick of decorating, I want to share with you a few TV shows that have been my cozy companions lately, or rather, my comfort rewatches. They've wrapped me in that snug seasonal feeling, and if you're looking for something to settle into this autumn, these might just be a perfect fit. First up, we have Merlin from 1998, a retelling of the Arthurian legend from Merlin's point of view. It follows his journey as a powerful sorcerer protecting Camelot and guiding King Arthur while battling the evil enchantress, Queen Mab. The cast is amazing, with stars like Helena Bonham Carter, Sam Neill, and Martin Short. I remember watching this when I was younger, and it somehow slipped my mind until this year. The show's mystical atmosphere, foggy landscapes, and magical themes make it wonderful for a cozy night in. Next up is Parenthood, a family drama that's all about the Bravermans. 4 siblings and their parents navigating the ups and downs of life together. From parenting struggles to personal growth, this show hits you right in the feels. Adapted from the movie starring Steve Martin, it's incredibly heartwarming and often makes me tear up. With its touching family dynamics and themes of love and togetherness, it's a perfect choice for those cozy, chilly nights. And with Lauren Graham, our very own Gilmore Girl, in the cast, it makes for an extra special watch. Here's a bit of nostalgia for you. Twin Peaks. This early 90s cult classic follows FBI agent Dale Cooper as he dives into the bizarre murder mystery of Laura Palmer in the strange little town of Twin Peaks. The show's mix of dark secrets, supernatural twist, and its dreamy, misty atmosphere really pulls you in. Let me tell you, this is wonderfully weird in the best possible way. It's the kind of show that's perfect for those chilly nights when you're in the mood for something a bit offbeat and intriguing. The spooky vibes and surreal moments make it a great fit for the season. Fourth on my list is Ginny and Georgia. This show centers on Georgia Miller and her teenage daughter Jenny as they start anew in a small town. Georgia seeks stability while Jenny grapples with fitting in and their past secrets. The show's engaging blend of drama and comedy, combined with its small town setting and complex mother-daughter relationship, makes it a great fit for the season's reflective and cozy mood. If you enjoyed Gilmore Girls, you'll appreciate its similar focus on family dynamics and community life. The fifth recommendation on my list is End of the Effing World. It follows James, a teen who thinks he's a psychopath, and Alyssa, a rebellious classmate, on a chaotic road trip that uncovers their pasts and deepens their bond. Its dark humor and intense storyline make it a gripping watch, perfect for autumn's moody and reflective atmosphere. And then last on my list of recommendations is Normal People. This series, adapted from Sally Rooney's novel, follows Marianne and Connell as their intense and complex relationship unfolds from high school to university. The show's raw and emotional depth hits you hard, leaving a lasting impact. With its stunning depiction of the changing seasons and some scenes capturing the chill and beauty of autumn weather, it's a powerful watch that perfectly complements the mood of the season. Decorating my living room has been something I've been eagerly anticipating this season. Until recently, I only collected Halloween decor, but this year I wanted to focus more on autumn specifically, saving my Halloween decorations for October. My emphasis has been on autumn foliage, seasonal colors, baskets, and of course, pumpkins. What's cozier than a pumpkin patch? To me, you can never have too many pumpkins in autumn. Here, I'm gathering up some filler from around the house, mostly grocery sacks and old packing paper, to stuff into a basket. This way, I can stack a bunch of these fabric gourds into it. Since this arrangement will sit atop the bookcases, I figure a little paper peeking out won't matter. It reminds me of strolling through the town square of Stars Hollow on a crisp morning, with Taylor Dosey running a special on zucchini. Such a nostalgic touch. I was wandering through World Market the other day and discovered these 3D paper mushrooms. I immediately knew they'd be a perfect addition to my display.
After he discovered 3 laws of physics.
The trees, they are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind is gently ringing the bell that brings the morning, the welcome of the dawn. The voice of the robin, the call of the dove, the red leaves are falling, the barn owl is calling, the welcome of the dawn. The dogs will be howling in the early morning light. All are happy to be out in the ending of the night, the welcome of the dawn. The nights are turning colder, soon the falling of the frost. Soon the summer will be over, you feel the change is closer at the welcome of the dawn. The trees, they are singing.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here with me by the fire and let it go for a little while. So be here as the night starts falling. Let my fingers walk over your head. We got nothing to be scared of. I'd rather be with you than by myself. Now always in your hands.
is so refreshing. It's not very sweet because I didn't add very much maple syrup, so I feel as if I added a little dash of that into this, it would be sweeter. It's so refreshing and so delicious, and it tastes like autumn. So some clouds have rolled in and we have a little bit of rain. I'm getting that cozy feeling and it's getting close to dinner. So I'm going to make my very famous pot pie. I've got everything set up. I'm going to put on a movie, maybe Clue or October Sky to really get those vibes in. And I'm going to start prepping that now.
We've never been in a bind like this before, so thank you so much.
So how's this gonna work? Are you gonna pay me up front?
I don't understand.
It'd be really great if I could get paid now.
We're gonna have resets all the time.
This time of year, especially fall and winter, is when I truly come alive in the kitchen. There's something about the crisp air and the way autumn slows things down that makes cooking feel extra special. I used to fake being sick as a kid just so I could stay home from school and watch the Food Network all day, dreaming of all the meals I'd one day create. There's a real joy in cooking, not just because of the food, but because of how it brings people together. You take a few ingredients, toss in some salt and pepper, and suddenly you've made something worth sharing. This recipe may not actually be famous, but to me and my husband, it's a staple. Every fall, when the weather cools, we dig into this dish like it's a tradition we can't live without. Autumn just has that charm. It invites you to slow down, savor the moments, and find comfort in simple things. When I write this recipe down in one of my cookbooks, I imagine future generations finding the same comfort, passing it along, and making it a part of their own autumn traditions. So, as you watch the leaves change, take a little time to cook something from scratch. There's something deeply satisfying about it. Something that grounds you in the season and fills your home with warmth. If you've never felt that pull to the kitchen when autumn rolls around, give it a try. I promise, once you've experienced the joy of creating and sharing a cozy meal in this season, you'll want to do it every year. And who knows, you might just start a tradition of your own. Now that the house is decorated, the cider is warm, and the pot pie is fresh out of the oven, it's time for one of my favorite fall traditions, settling in with a good movie. If you're like us and ready to unwind, Here are a few movie recommendations that pair perfectly with a cozy evening in. First, we have Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow brings us back to that classic tale we all know, where Ichabod Crane, a quirky detective, arrives in the eerie town of Sleepy Hollow to unravel the mystery of the Headless Horseman. The foggy forest, gothic visuals, and a touch of old-school folklore take you right back to those chilly evenings when you first heard the legend. It's like stepping into a storybook you've always loved. Next is The Ice Storm. This is a poignant drama set during a chilly Thanksgiving weekend in 1970s Connecticut. It follows two families as they struggle with broken relationships and emotional distance, all while an actual ice storm mirrors the fractures in their lives. With its somber mood and stark autumn backdrop, the film captures the bittersweet chill of a family and change, making it a beautifully sad and reflective watch for this time of year. A third option is Radio. This film tells the heartwarming story of Coach Jones and Radio, a young man with an intellectual disability who finds his place on a high school football team. The film captures the essence of autumn with its cozy football scenes and the uplifting message of community and acceptance, mirroring the season's blend of change and comfort. And then we have Secondhand Lions. This tells the story of Walter, a young boy who spends the summer with his eccentric great-uncles, Hub and Garth. As Walter learns about their colorful past, including tales of adventure and heroism, he uncovers a deeper connection with his family and discovers what truly matters in life. The film is perfect for transitioning from summer to autumn. Its blend of nostalgic storytelling and whimsical adventure offers a satisfying end to the season while preparing for the changes ahead. The movie's warm and reflective tone aligns with the autumn's themes of introspection and transformation, making it a great choice as the seasons shift. And then last is The Trouble with Harry. This is a dark comedy set in a quaint New England town where a dead body named Harry leads to a series of humorous and absurd events. The film's autumn backdrop, with its vibrant fall colors and charming rural scenery, captures the season's cozy yet eerie feel. Its stunning visuals, showcasing the rich hues of autumn and picturesque landscapes, add a delightful touch to the whimsical and slightly macabre story. Before we end today's video, I want to take a moment to share a few books I've recently picked up that I plan on diving into this autumn season. There's something about curling up with a good book when the weather turns chilly, maybe with a warm cup of tea or cider by your side, that just feels so right. First up, we have Salt and Broom by Sharon Lynn Fisher. This is a witchy retelling of Jane Eyre. Healer Jane Eyre leaves her sheltered school to unravel the mysteries of a cursed estate and its enigmatic owner. It definitely seems to have all the right elements: gothic romance, magic, and that cozy autumn setting. I can't wait to see just how atmospheric and magical it turns out to be. The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst follows Kiela, a librarian who secretly runs a spell shop on a remote island with her sentient spider plant assistant. It looks like a cozy, charming read with a whimsical escape from the typical romance. Diavola is a supernatural horror that follows Anna Pace, an outcast with her toxic family, on their vacation in a haunted Tuscan villa. As a ghost named La Dama begins to torment her, Anna must face both the supernatural threat and her family's dysfunction. It sounds perfectly uncomfortable. With an eerie mix of toxic family dynamics and haunting suspense, I'm sure I'll be hooked. And then I have Slewfoot by Brom. This is a dark fantasy set in 1666 New England, following Abitha, a woman challenging Puritan society, and Slewfoot, a forgotten forest spirit, rediscovering his past. Together, they face supernatural forces and oppressive human systems in a tale blending folklore, horror, and rebellion. Seems like the perfect companion for a stormy autumn evening. The September House by Carissa Orlando follows Margaret, who refuses to leave her dream home despite its annual haunting, where walls bleed and ghosts appear every September. When her husband leaves and their daughter arrives searching for him, the hauntings intensify, revealing the house's dark secrets. The girl at the shop where I bought this compared it to the first season of American Horror Story, but with a comedic twist. And that's what really sold me on it. It sounds like it has the same eerie atmosphere, but with moments of humor to break in the tension. And then last is The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. This is set in 16th century Spain and follows Lucia, a servant with the ability to perform small miracles, as she navigates the treacherous world of social climbing and dangerous secrets. With her Jewish ancestry to conceal and powerful figures to impress, Lucia's life becomes even more perilous with the involvement of an immortal familiar and a disgraced royal secretary. It's a mix of magic and historical drama that make this book seem like it's going to align beautifully with the season's cozy, mysterious vibe, making it an ideal companion for cooler evenings. And that's a wrap on our cozy autumn day together. I hope you enjoyed all of the decorating, cooking, and of course, that wonderful escape into some great TV shows and movies. I've absolutely loved sharing these moments with you. If you are curling up with any of the book recommendations that I mentioned here, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. A big thank you again to Magic Mind for partnering with me on today's video. If you're looking to reduce stress and sharpen your mind, be sure to check out this mental performance shot. Be sure to use the code listed below, and there will be a link in the description of this video. As always, thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time, stay cozy, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.